is such a weird commercial. That is kind of gross, but yeah, there's cockroaches for you. Man, I miss eating crunch. Deon, you should definitely talk about the number 6 topic, which I just did this now. And I guessing I could probably share something, because I found this on Google somewhere. I thought it'd be kind of cute. Just actually share. Basically a boy that would be wearing like a crotch top and stretching like this, kinda. And I'm guessing it's like a senior in high school, believe it or not. Well, you know, I feel awful if I say like that person's underage. Hopefully not, but because I guess he looks like he might be 18, give or take. That actually is just wearing like a normal gray crop top and stretching on his chair. That's one thing I like to see in boys that actually do that. And also, seeing this boy's navel is hot. I'm not sure this is the same guy though. If it is, oof. So basically, sorry about that. That was a little bit awkward. I'm definitely gonna use that as a thumbnail. Basically, because, you know, like, I know, like, it's not sexual, right? Because, like, if you see, like, boys modeling and whatnot, because I did have, like, rumors in the past of people saying, oh, do you like someone that's underage or whatever, and, you know, it does bug me a lot that a lot of people would, like, literally say stuff like this. I mean, there's nothing wrong with, like, dating someone as long as it's not sex, right? I mean, if they're, like, not that age. There's a difference between that. A lot of people actually get confused. And, you know, especially depending on the state that you actually live in, because there'd be, like, some teens that are basically like, you know, 16, 17, or 18 that look much older like than I look, because I do get mistaken for being underage all the time. Especially how there'd be like, you know, like other underage teens that would actually hit on me and, you know, saying some sexual stuff which is really inappropriate, and having to put it under place and not talking to me like that. I don't appreciate that. Even if they're basic adults themselves, it's still like inappropriate. I just want to share that because, you know, there was just like rumors about me in the past, and I'm still trying to get over that trauma. That actually makes sense. Like, Deon, you're just being yourself, or at least you're trying to express your actual emotions, and I am. So basically, the 6th topic, right? And I noticed that there's one person that, I mean, maybe he was paying attention to my video, or at least the comment, because I did block him considering that he was, I'm guessing, a user I didn't like in the past. I don't remember his username. I don't even care, to be honest. He gave me like a buttload of like eggplant emojis because of how I want to talk about videos that may be a little bit TMI, too much information, because I do like talking about them, and apparently a handful of people have viewed these type of topics because they're healthy and, you know, they're natural. That makes sense. Or better yet, they're normal and natural to actually talk about, and you should not basically this bully or telling someone to go kill themselves just because what happened to me before, for having a certain fetish, as long as both parties can consent and give or take. But basically the 6th topic is Innie-Outie belly buttons, or I don't like using that word, it sounds weird to me. Innie-Outie navels plus crop top for boys. So basically, I don't know when I discovered this fetish though. Basically, like I said again, a fetish is kind of like something that you can get really sexually aroused, right? And for me personally, I'm not sure who the hell this man is, but he's hot as hell. I think that's his navel, honestly. Not to mention, I love his underwear. The thing is, basically, I like to see with, like, a boy, especially he's, like, really tall and kind of skinny, that basically would wear, like, a crotch up like this, and just seeing him stretch so far that his navel would be growing, like, 2 inches or something, and him looking like he's 4 inches taller. It's so intimidating. And also I find this other image somewhere on Google as well about another cute boy that is actually wearing a crop top, and you can actually see his navel being exposed on the side. I just love when boys actually wear crop tops. There should be nothing wrong with a boy that wears a crop top. Just to be like a little bit off topic right now, because I have uploaded another episode of The Prince, and I'll get back for One Piece, but because seeing that person actually did comment the eggplant emojis, even though he is a person like my channel, I thought if someone's paying attention to that, and I missed that scene when Cromar turned into like a condom, you know, because of 2 gay men actually having sex, I thought, like, you know, why not just talk about another topic, you know, related to my fetishes, and, you know, why not? So, basically for me, personally, like, I think boys are much more attractive wearing crop tops, because 1, you can see their muscles, right? And seeing, like, how muscular they look. 2, basically, since men are supposed to be taller than women are, you know, it'd be kind of reasonable if they actually wear, like, small shirts. You know, women can as well. And 3, see my favorite part, their stomach. That's such a damn turn on. So let's actually get back to this. This is show another example, right? I like to see like a boy, just like stretching on a chair and like how he actually like basically bends back, kinda. It's so intimidating. And oh fuck, there was that other feminine guy. Shit, I missed it. Basically, dog is trying to having like BDSM, like basically like rough sex, kinda. But yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what episode this was again. I forgot. Oh, that's when Peter.
Thank you so much for coming.
Sorry about that. That's when Peter tells about, you know, predicting someone's loved one that passed. Such a stupid episode. I love it though. But the thing is basically kind of like how a boy would do this, like if he's actually sitting like in college class, right? And how he would be sitting on a chair and you actually see him stretching back, give or take. I just love seeing a boy doing that. Because the thing is, back when I was in high school, I always see like a handful of boys that I actually would have crushes on that would literally just do that, like how they actually would bend back. And you can see like their navel just being exposed and growing and how they're like growing taller. They're like making me shrink. And it makes my heart race every time they actually do that. And not to mention, I do have like a thing for boys actually have mustaches. Because I can definitely tell this guy actually has one too. I think he was in high school. I felt so bad. Just to share this. Like not trying to, you know, show this in a sexual feeling. Because I thought he was 18, give or take, right? So, because I did find it on Google somewhere. Just so you know. But besides that, even though it's just like a photo, give or take. I just wanted to give an example because it's really cute to actually see a boy doing that. Like just him yawning and stretching and you would just like hear his shirt like basically rising up and his stomach being exposed. It's just such a turn on just to actually see that, honestly. Like the story that I actually have talked about with Jonathan, right? The boy that I crushed on in the 8th grade. He was like really tall, right? I mean, like, he could, like, really tower over me, and, oh, my goodness. I still remember, like, in the last day of school, I think, if I actually remember, when we had recess, it was me, him, I think, like, 2 other girls, and my heart was racing so fast because I love Jonathan. Like, I would pass out if I would see him around me. He was Mexican. He actually had, like, caramel skin. He was beautiful. He is, and just remember seeing him just, like, stretching in class. My heart would just race, like, Jonathan, Jonathan. I want to moan to that name. If I could, honestly. It's so hot to actually see men wearing crop tops. So, I just wanted to share this once again. Crop top for men. Okay? If I could actually bring this up once again. What the hell is wrong with my page? Okay. My MacBook is acting up. I got this stupid notice that says this web page was related because of a problem. Alright, my bad. But anyway, sorry about that. This is why I had to struggle with basically having cruddy technology like this. But basically seeing these men, right? Or boys, whatever term you actually use. Because, like, they could be, like, teens to young adults, right? I'm not talking about, like, young, like, just, like, you know, kids. I'm talking about, like, actual, like, grown men or even, like, yeah, I guess you could say teens that look like old adults. It's hard for me to actually explain it, right? Because... and modeling, you gotta be like a certain age, I'm sure. I don't know. Okay, it's hard to explain it. But let's just say for something like this, it's really hot to actually see a man basically just having his underwear showing. And you basically get to see like his hairy stomach being exposed. It's so hot to actually see something like that. It's a turn on. Honestly, hope you can actually see the quality pretty well. And also... something like this, especially seeing his navel being all deep and whatnot, and especially when he's flexing. That's definitely not a crop top for sure. That's like, I don't know, I can't explain it. And okay, that's weird. My MacBook is acting up. Pardon me for that. It's just so beautiful just to see men wearing this because you get to see their muscles. And honestly, there should be nothing wrong with men wearing crop tops at all, so to speak, right? It's hot. I just wanted to share this. And, you know, a lot of people tend to thinking that if men wear crop tops, they're feminine. No, they're not. Honestly, they could be, like, really masculine. It just depends on how they pull it off. But that's just an example I just want to share because that's just a handful of people have been looking at my fetish playlist. I'm also just doing fetish number 6, give or take. So, other than that, I apologize for like, the weird interruption in the beginning because people always make comments about me like, oh, like Deon likes someone that's underage or whatnot. No. Like, honestly, I can talk with anyone. Like, if it's sexual, then don't be under 18 for that. Like, for my fetish or whatnot. It's hard to explain it. I know that seems wrong. And people tend to thinking, oh, Deon, that person's underage. I'll just give you an example. It's hard. I apologize because you always hear rumors about me in the past. And it kind of gave me a little bit of trauma. So, you know, this is how it is. Even though there's something wrong with it. I mean, like, if the teen looks like he's an adult, there's something wrong with it compared to if you like someone my age and you like me because I look like a 15-year-old, that's sick, right? But if someone's like 16 look like they're like 22, then, you know, it happens. And there's no shame in like having an attraction to that because there'll be some people that look much older for their age. I see nothing wrong with that as long as they look mature and developed, right? So I just want to share that because a lot of people, they tend to thinking, oh, Deon, like, he basically likes this and we need to put him into prison or something. I'm trying to go over the trauma that a lot of people have said to me in the past. They literally have, and basically just making fun of me that, oh, I'm glad he got raped or whatever. I don't want to go that far, okay? Let's just say there was just some horrible stuff people said to me in the past that is not true whatsoever, and that's why I try to just stay away from all the trauma and just being quiet and just not interacting with other people on my new YouTube channel because I don't need to put up with that. It's just too much. But I hope that you actually, like, understand where I'm actually coming from because, honestly, it's so beautiful to actually see men that like to show their bodies that come in different shapes. And, if I could actually probably share another thing. There's nothing wrong with, like, men that are kind of chubby. Kind of explain why I actually did show, like, basically a little clip of a man that I like to follow on Instagram that would, like, wear, like, some small shirts and he would stretch and basically, he's kind of chubby, but he looks skinny when he's stretching. That's a turn on. I think it was like 20. I forgot what he. I think it was like around my age, 25 or something. But it was really hot just to see him doing it, and not to mention, I kind of pleasured myself when he did that. I know TMI, but I just want to share this. I'm trying to get used to this expressing myself, right? Because a lot of people don't want me to. So, that's why when it comes to being gay, we tend to like hurt ourselves just to be safe and whatnot, and it's not healthy. As long as we're not stereotypical, then I see nothing wrong with that. So just to give an example, okay, before I do just have to cut this off. Chubby man. There's nothing wrong with a man that's chubby. As long as he's not obese, right? Like, he needs to be healthy. If you have, like, a little bit of belly, hell, there's nothing wrong with that. As long as you're not obese, you're not having any, like, high cholesterol or basically heart problems, then that is fine. Honestly, it just depends on the man, though. I don't know if I can actually find an example, though. I can't. Man, let's see, stretching shirt. I don't know. I don't think I can find one unless I have to dig one out on YouTube. I won't be able to find one, though. But I just want to give like a little example of that because I tried typing it into the search and apparently I couldn't find any. So, it kind of sucks. I forgot that man's username that I wanted to share it once again. But, whatever. I forgot the name of it. Like, what was it? I don't remember. It was on Chrome, but I'm not going to open it up. I'm not going to open Google Chrome up because if I do, it'll freeze. So, wait, hold on. Okay, sorry for the long wait. So, basically, this is supposed to be the man's profile once again that I basically pleasure myself to, right? He's 25, he's Latino, he's like a giant, 5'11", and he weighs 200 pounds. That's like basically twice as much as I weigh. And the reason why I like him a lot, right? I mean, I do like looking at his posts and whatnot, and you can definitely tell that he actually has a belly. And honestly, it's really cute. The thing is that I know I'm being like a little bit TMI. I'm trying to get used to doing videos like this. So that's why I'm kind of mumbling. So pardon me for that, if I can actually find it. He does post a lot because he likes to show his belly. But it's kind of like this, so to speak. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Okay, this is the one I kind of pleasure myself to. The way he stretches like this, like he's like 6'4". It's so hot the way he does that. Like to the point, his shirt is basically like really getting tight. And it's like he's just growing. It's so hot just to see a man doing that. I would die just to date a man that would do that, like, for me in front. And not to mention, I do like the way his navel is shaped. It's really hot because of how the way it's actually stretching. And also his nipples. He's really attractive, honestly. Like, he's hot. Like, this would be a type of a boy I would love to date. Honestly, yeah, he may not have an attractive body, but to me, he does, because it turns me on. It does. I don't like sex, but I can still get turned on. It's a little bit weird because, well, this is my fetish and whatnot. So I just want to give a little example of this, and not to mention also this other photo that he basically took as well. It's really hot, honestly. Like, oops, wrong one. My mistake, because you can do more than one. You know, photo on your Instagram post. But basically, I like the way he actually stretches like this. You see, like, how his navel is kind of like deep, and you know, just basically round. Basically, I kind of like how he actually stretch, and it would actually become narrow, like an eye. It's so hot. Just to see a boy like him just to do that, it's a turn on. Honestly, I like the way he stretches. It's beautiful to me. Honestly. Oh my goodness, if I met him in person, I would die. Just like seeing him looking far down on me and stretching. Like, oh my, I would love to know his name. JJX, I guess that's his nickname. He's just such a beautiful man. He is, honestly. And I don't like to get on Instagram that much because I do get like a lot of social anxiety. So, you know, that's why I try not to get on here. Only for like certain like reasons, like doing a video like this. But I just want to give a little example because honestly, having a fetish, as long as it's not hurting anyone, right? As long as it's consent, then what's the darn harm? That's all I actually have to say, right? And I would literally get told to go kill myself. I did say this already, but I might as well just say it again. That's because I actually have a thing for navels, and man, just wanting to just stare at it and just seeing the man stretch and making me feel really short. Honestly, it's hot because I'm into men, right? Not sexually, emotionally, and platonically. That actually makes sense. So, I just wanted to share that because honestly, I just don't understand why someone wants to shame someone just actually having a fetish. I don't get it. That's why I like doing videos like this. So, I just thought it'd be kind of fun to share that, and I did kind of masturbated, like I just said just now. Actually, I did. This is him stretch, and just hearing him breathe, like, oh, just grow, please grow. Oh, what a man. That's just amazing that, like, I really see man my height, literally. Like, if I do, then I'm thinking, like, wow, am I that short? It's weird. I'm not talking about women's perspective. Like, if you're, like, I'm not going to say my height, that's a secret. Even though I may expose my height before, but it's not accurate. Like, if you're, like, a 5-foot flat woman, right, which is actually is really short for a woman, I want to see you that short. You're like, okay, you're average. Like, yeah, you're not that short, honestly. Now, maybe once you get to, like, below 4'9", then yeah, you are short. I want to say, like, wow, you're short, because you're not that short compared to me. You're not. You know, and that's, like, a rare height for women. Like, that's dwarf height. So, yeah, I'm really short. That's why whenever I go to grocery stores or whatever, I climb in the freezer and whatnot. That's what I like about being short, because basically, I can get away with that. Tall people, like maybe like my brother, they can't because it would look ridiculous. So that's what I like about being short. Even though I would love to get piggyback rides and get carried, you know, like throughout the store, kinda. Not like a baby, but like kind of like a kid, right? If that makes sense, because I am like the height of a preteen, or hell, maybe like a 12-year-old, so to speak. I didn't check, but yeah, I just want to share that because I am that short. So, other than that, that's just something I just want to share because I just don't understand why people want to actually, like, really bully someone to death just because of their fetish. Like, you need to basically see someone for that, or better yet, you need to focus on yourself on why you do this, because you're probably hurting yourself more for doing it, and you just want to actually get attention for the person, and then we'll give it to you. So, yeah, I just want to share that. And I just noticed I got, like, 2 cans of Lay's. I love barbecue Lay's. Honestly, they're so good, and they're only for $1 at the 99-cent store, because at Walmart I gotta pay an extra quarter. So that's basically 2 quarters that I saved off of those. This will be off topic, but yeah, I just hope that y'all actually enjoyed maybe just hear me talk about this, especially for the men, because honestly, I thought this topic would go more towards the men, especially women that may be curious about this, but this is mainly for men because, well, this is a gay topic, so even though women may be curious of this as well, I just want to share this because there's nothing wrong with it. So, yeah, I'm just surprised that if I could actually just share this really quick. Deon, where is it? I want to share the playlist very quick before I actually cut this off. Oh my gosh, I'm too lazy to open up everything. Basically, Okay, here we go. My map book is giving me a lot of issues. Let me put this on pause very quick. By my playlist, I have 20, or at least currently of this date, at least like the end of July, I had 28 views with only 5 videos, which is quite impressive considering that basically I'm guessing a handful of people on here looked up my videos about the difference between, you know, a fetish a king to basically the Ugandan man that actually rebelled us on TikTok. I might need to check that on again. He's hot as hell, honestly. And even, basically my love for deep navels in men. And this would be number 6, about the crop top. So, I apologize the quality isn't that good because I'm filming it with an S4 phone and I accidentally have the brightness up. That's why you cannot really read the titles that much. But other than that, I just want to say, if this is too disturbing for you, feel free to actually dislike so that you won't be recommended and click off, so that for the ones that do like hearing about these topics can like and look for more, I suppose. And I guess that's about it, pretty much. So I just want to share this because honestly, I've been hiding this darn feeling that I had since I was like a little boy for who knows how long, because of how people would shame someone just because they actually have like a navel fetish, because I love navels. I do. I just like to see the man stretching and how he would finger it especially, and just seeing him sucking in the stomach. It's beautiful. It is. And it just seems more masculine when he does. It makes my heart race. Like, yeah, like do more, do that sounds so, okay, that sounds wrong of me saying that. But I just want to be honest because honestly, there should be nothing wrong with having a fetish, and he still only has 2 videos up. I hope he actually uploads more, but this is basically basically that man, right, or the Ugandan boy, so to speak, that actually is a contortionist. He is so beautiful, honestly. Oh, I need a boyfriend that actually does something that he does, and stretching with a small shirt. Those are my fetishes, and it's hot. To see his navel just like changing shape, it drives me nuts. It turns me on. It does. I don't like sex. I don't even want to bother looking up of a man's penis. I mean, I do like watch Pornhub and whatnot every now and then, but I'm more into this stuff. Like you might as well just keep your clothes on, and this will turn me on. No problem. Like, just keep your clothes on. Don't have it off, right? Because honestly, these fetishes are basically the main reason why I probably never dated anyone, and you know, they're mandatory. Like, I need to date a man that can, like, maybe make his stomach move like that and stretching a lot. It just turns me on. Honestly, I know that seems shallow, but I like it. I don't like sex. And that's hard enough as it is because my flag, which I definitely need to do a video on later on, I'm asexual. So, yeah, basically, it's already been enough as it is in the gay community. People tend to thinking, how you're gay if you like sex. Well, how are you basically, for example, bi if you never had sex with both men and women? Answer me that. So other than that, I know this talk was a bit longer than usual, but I just wanted to express myself more. It actually makes sense, right? So, yeah, that's just pretty much it. And it's kind of funny to see this to be off topic, Family Guy episode that Stewie would dress up as a girl and pretend to be a girl. That's because he likes a girl. So, yeah, talk about cross-dressing. Nothing wrong with that because I will let to do it myself. Oh, man, Randall's awful. That's just awful. I never did a boy that does it. Like, man, I'll be scared of you if you do that. Either way. But other than that, I think that's probably why I like men that are so tall, because I'm so short. You know, it's so weird. Like, even if you're average height, I still have to look up to you. It's just, ugh, like, how do men grow? It's crazy. Like, how do us boys grow so tall? But I'm like a rarity, you know? I'm not like dwarf height, but I'm like really short. I am. Even for women's standards, right? Sorry about that. I would like to date a tall boy. Sorry about that. That's one thing I do like besides my fetishes. He has to be really, really tall, because if I can relate to his struggles, he'll relate to mine. I like a man that is like out of the ordinary. He can't be like everyone else. I'm sorry, but he can't. He needs to be different. If you're the same, I don't know. You gotta like show me something. Oh, besides my fetishes, right? Not in a sexual way. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, like, you know, you're just expressing yourself. That's all that counts.